Today, we're diving into one of my favorite places in Brighton, the North Laine. It's this buzzing, bohemian, fiercely independent neighborhood. It's just got so much character. But what's really amazing is its story, a real tale of survival against all the odds. I mean, just think about that for a second. It's almost impossible to picture, right? This incredibly colorful, creative neighborhood, it came so close to just being completely flattened and paved over for a massive road. Wild. So here's our plan. We're going to look at its dramatic history, explore the one-of-a-kind shops that make it what it is, feel its creative pulse, get a taste of the local scene, and then I'll give you a little guide to making the most of a visit yourself. Okay, let's start with the most dramatic part of the story, how this whole neighborhood was literally saved from being wiped off the map. First off, a little fun fact about the name itself, because it tells you a lot. Line is not a typo for lane. Nope. It's an old Sussex word for a field, and that's exactly what this area used to be before Brighton blew up, just open farmland. And wow, did this area go through some changes. It went from those open fields to the city's industrial core in the 19th century. We're talking serious slums and squalor. Then, after the war, it was pretty run down, which put it right in the crosshairs for redevelopment, leading to this huge crisis point in the 1970s. And this is the moment everything changed. The residents were facing this nightmare scenario of a concrete flyover just tearing through their streets. So what did they do? Over 100 of them, pensioners, students, everybody, they banded together, formed the North Laine Community Association, and decided to fight back. This quote just nails it. That incredible community spirit didn't just save a few buildings. It forged the entire identity of the neighborhood. That act of defiance is why, today, so many people don't just see it as a collection of streets. They call it the very heart of Brighton. So let's look at what grew out of that amazing victory. Because they fought so hard, North Laine became this sanctuary for independent businesses, and that created a shopping experience you just won't find anywhere else. And you can't even begin to talk about North Laine without talking about Snoopers Paradise. This place isn't a shop, it's an experience. It's this massive, sprawling indoor flea market, and I'm not kidding, you can lose hours just getting lost in its maze of over 100 different stalls. It's basically the spirit of the lane, all under one roof. And that feeling of discovery is everywhere. You've got places like All About Audrey for that perfect 70s festival vibe, or To Be Worn Again for amazing everyday vintage. You can get lost in the wonderful chaos of raining books, or check out Blackout Shop, which is just this explosion of kitsch from all over the world. Every single one is a small business that exists because that community stood its ground. And it's not just about vintage stuff. North Laine is a proper cultural hub. You've got Resident Music, which is hands down one of the best record shops in the UK. Rare Kind for all your hip-hop and funk leads. There's Pen to Paper for people who love beautiful stationery. And Whirligig Toys, which is full of cool, creative toys that actually get kids thinking. These aren't just shops, you know. They're part of the fabric of the community. Beyond all the amazing shops, that creative energy in North Laine just spills out everywhere, from the art on the walls to its legendary entertainment spots. Seriously, the whole neighborhood is like walking through an open-air art gallery. Just wander down any side street and you'll find these incredible, massive murals and little hidden gems of graffiti. And the best part? It's always changing. It's like a living canvas for the city. And when the sun goes down, the stages light up. Comedia is an absolute institution for live comedy and music. And right there, in the same building, is Duke's, a fantastic art house cinema. And if you want a little taste of history, you have to check out the Saturday Market on Upper Gardner Street. It's been going since Victorian times. So what about grabbing a bite to eat or a drink? Well, this is where you really get a feel for the area's progressive, super welcoming character. Yeah, this chart pretty much says it all. Brighton is often called the UK's vegan capital, and you can really see why. The number of plant-based options is just huge, and it reflects that liberal, open-minded spirit of the city, a spirit that is absolutely concentrated right here in North Laine. And you feel this vibe everywhere. You can get a classic French brunch at Maj 2, or grab a pint at the Basket Maker's Arms. It's this amazing traditional pub where people write messages all over the walls. And for coffee? Spots like Pelicano and Trading Post are serving up some of the best locally roasted coffee you'll ever have. All right, I'm guessing you're sold. You want to visit. So let's wrap up with a quick guide to help you dive right in and experience the very best of North Laine. Here's a little game plan for the perfect afternoon. Kick things off on Kensington Gardens. It's like the essential North Laine street. Then, give yourself a good chunk of time to get lost in Snoopers Paradise. Refuel at any one of the indie cafes, browse the iconic record shops, and then, if you can, finish the day with a show at Comedia. Perfect. And a few final insider tips to make it even better. Kensington Gardens is definitely the best place to start. Saturday is the busiest day, but that's when the atmosphere is really buzzing. Just a heads up, a lot of shops close on Mondays, so keep that in mind. And seriously, give yourself at least 2 to 3 hours. You're gonna need it. So yeah, what's so clear is that North Laine is way more than just a cool place to shop or eat. It's a living, breathing testament to what a community can do when they work together. It's a hub of creativity, and it's a place that really rewards you for just being curious. So the only question left is, what treasure are you gonna find there?